What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Geek Guru. Geek, definitely guru. I don't know. We're back again for another episode of Bob, Bobby, and Batman. I'm here with my dad, Bob, and we're going to discuss some Batman-oriented stuff. So, here we go.
You know, the thing is that Superman is Superman.
Exactly. Batman
is a normal person.
Yes.
And that's why I always thought that more people followed Batman, because it's more... you know, Superman it's a great comic and a great, you know, just Superman in general was great. But Batman was the common person.
Yeah.
And I think when kids read it, and even, you know, maybe even me when I was a kid or whatever, it was, you know, you just felt like you could identify with that there's a possibility you could be a Batman,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Can't be a Superman,
no.
You know, and the fact that he was just so an intelligent guy and you know, but... you know, that the whole thing with Superman is that's where I always thought that it kind of parted, you know. And this whole thing with Superman fighting Batman and all, you know, if you follow Superman, there's no way Batman could beat Superman.
Kryptonite, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know,
Equalizer.
let's throw in Kryptonite.
But I'm just saying, that's always, in the comic books, that's always been the equalizer.
Yeah.
Like, there is a weakness.
Yeah.
It's not like there's not a weakness,
Yeah.
you know. So... And I've always felt like, in reading comic books, that Batman would always find a way. He's smarter. He's 10 times smarter than Superman. And that's the one thing that I always liked about Batman, was he was intellectual. Or Superman was kind of... I remember reading the comic one time where Batman was more like, you're stupid. You run into a burning building because you can just blow through the building. But you could be blowing it through the building into a room of kryptonite. And you got no common sense to go, let me analyze the situation. He goes, me, I sit back and I analyze everything and break it down and figure out what I need, because I have weaknesses. And I don't have the ability to just blow through buildings. So for me, that makes me smarter than you. And that conversation always... I always liked that. I felt like it wasn't until Smallville came on TV that they turned Clark Kent into like a smarter person.
Yeah.
I felt like before Smallville, in the comics and in movies and stuff, he was just dumb. You know, he had the strength and the ability to just blow through stuff, but he didn't have the intellect to figure things out like Batman does.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I always liked about it. So I always felt like Superman's stronger. He has all these powers, but Batman has the ability to figure out how to beat him. And there was a comic book that they did where it was a huge crossover with all the characters. And a couple of the characters are getting killed. And people can't figure out how the villains are figuring out who the secret identities are and how they're getting killed. And as time goes on, the whole book keeps going on. And finally, Batman starts to figure things out and connect the dots. At the end of the book, what they find out is the villains hacked into the Bat computer, and here Batman had files on all of the superheroes on how to stop every one of them. He had a contingency plan. And they kicked him out of Justice League for a while because of that. But what he turned around was like, I'm from Earth. You guys are all aliens. All have special powers. If someone manipulated you, if someone could figure out a way to manipulate Superman, and Superman decides to start destroying the Earth, I need to figure out how to stop it. Wonder Woman, you're an Amazonian. You're not technically... You have super strength and all this stuff. Aquaman, you're of the sea. I need to figure out a way to stop all of you. And when I read that, I said to myself, that tells me... That's why when people... I always say, oh, Batman can beat anybody. Because I feel like he's smart enough to figure out your weakness and exploit it and take you down. Whether in reality it could have happened, probably not. I mean, we're talking about comic books anyway. None of it's real as it is. But when you look at that perspective, I've always looked at that perspective. If it was legit, if it was real, he's smart enough to figure it out. And that's why I always say, like, you know, with them two... If they do fight in this movie, although they didn't have kryptonite in that first movie. That's the one thing that's different. They never exposed kryptonite. They never talked about kryptonite or a meteor rock that could immobilize Superman and Man of Steel.
Oh, Man of Steel. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. The fuck you staring at me for?
Because I just found out I ain't getting paid. Yes, I did.
The fuck you found that out a couple weeks ago. Okay. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at The Geek Gurus, Facebook.com/The Geek Gurus. That is all. Got any more bitching you want to do?
Yeah, I'm not getting paid.
Peace, mother.
First things first, I'm the realest. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. Let them feel it. And I'm still in the murder business.